All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we are playing Iron Nest, the playtest, right? I think I'm calling it correctly. The playtest version of Iron Nest. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to the developers of the game for sending me a Steam key to actually try and play test the game a little bit. It's coming out, I believe, during Steam Next Fest. I believe the date they're targeting right now is June 15th, with the full release coming as of right now, August. I've never been so excited. Like this to me, this game is like Wii Sports. You know, when I was a kid, run home from school, get my homework done so I could jump on Wii Sports. This is the same exact thing. Run home from work, get everything done, get my chores done. This game is awesome. With that, let's go ahead and hit play. So, looks like we only have one mission right now. It looks like this map would be for new missions. Lots of stuff here. But for those of you who have watched my previous video when it came out during its true debut during Steam's, or not Steam's, it was Nest Fest, not Next Fest, Nest Fest, which was sponsored by the devs themselves. Most of it has not changed. Right, we got our teletype here. Calibration fires ordered. Yep, there's the Iron Nest location, all that good stuff. So we'll let that type out. They did change the mechanic for copying stuff down. We do have a record player, which is cool. Hopefully we could like import our own songs or whatnot, or they'll have like a collection of songs. That'd be awesome. But in case, all right, let me rephrase. For those of you who have not seen my last video, let's just do a quick rundown of the Iron Nest turret. It's going to give us our own little stuff. So the menu screen is actually down there, and we can head down there by these stairs here. Again, everything is still in development, so there's lots of room for opportunities and whatnot. So here's our menu screen. We have stuff down here like motors and stuff like that, drive actuators for the turret for azimuth changes, little maps here. So we're currently doing the Operation Hospital False Flag. It looks like we're taking part of a campaign in Spain. Yup, Hispania. Little crew rest area. Stuff like that. This is all from show right now, but I'm sure there's going to be some operational capability down the road for that. Our firing map table. Computer with a new system here, which for the purpose of this mission, which is probably the calibration mission for the playtest, is sealed from us for now, just like the other gun is. We have our load selector, or round selector, powder charge selector, rammer, and round rammer, powder charges. We have 100 powder charges, full storage. Everything, all pressures looking good. We have, and this is where we adjust our elevation for our left and right guns, which are currently locked for loading. Steam valves and whatnot. This is for our azimuth. You can see we have a nice window out there. Obviously, we've already gone over teletype there. Field reports will come in here. And we can copy stuff down there. Our counter fire timer drops from this little place here. And our round selector and stuff is hidden from us right now. I forget. Oh, this is for like refreshing the challenge mission, like the internet stuff. And then we have little ramps along the sides here, which get us out to here. We have the control now for the shutter. How cool is that? Oh, well, that seems to be a little troublesome in terms of the animation. That's fine. That's fine. See if we can open it back up. Or I'm just slow with the animation. Each panel goes up. Yep. There you go. And then the last couple ones, maybe. Yeah, there you go. That's the landscape outside, just a generic image. You can walk back the other side, but that's enough. That's enough of the... Oh, and of course, the engine room. 2 massive diesel engines with steam pressures and stuff like that. And we have a starter sequence. We have stuff like make it run, make it run faster. I'm just gonna leave these controls in the middle of the green. But yeah, little starter handle there, and all these different gauges and whatnot. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Okay, that's enough blabbering about the tour of the Iron Nest. Let's go ahead and take down some info. So we have the Iron Nest location. They want us to fire at target 01. We are to fire a high explosive shell. And yep. Alright. Gloria Castile. So tab to bring it up, caps lock to hide it. Let's go ahead and interact with the map here. So we have Iron Nest is located at Hotel 355. So it was close already. Oh, it was probably spot on accurate, as it was. We're going to take the red pen, which is already selected. Then we can charge it. Yixing does something differently from what I remember from the playtest. We have the red pen, which gives us our firing azimuths, and we can just right-click them. We don't want that, so we're just going to right-click that because that was erroneous. So we're going to try and get this as accurate as possible. And Q4, so we just got to find Q, and then OPQ. Oh, it looks like it's already pre-plotted for us a little bit at 4.2, just like that. That gives us a bearing and a range. So we hit escape to get out of this view. Come over here, input distance to target. It's going to be 8.91. 8. Oops, too far. 0.91. We're going to select 2 power charges, and that's going to give us 53.46 degrees. So we'll just leave that on the table right there. 53.46. I wish we could copy that down, but it's just a sticker. So what we can do, well, that's how I plot it realistically, but I would move this to the clipboard. And we're using 2 power charges, and we're going to use a high explosive shell. So we're going to use the only gun that we have available to us right now. We do have a high explosive round, so we're going to go ahead and ram that. Calculate power charges that shows up here, which is fine. Go 1, 2. Go ahead and run the power charges. And while that does its thing, we're going to look for 85 degrees. So we'll just leave that going slowly right there. Oh, that's still locking. That's fine. There we go. And we're going to guess 53 to be about there. And we'll just stop this just in time. Oh, we can go a little further. 84, we need 85. .5. There we go. And gun elevation, we need to be 53.46. So a little more. Okay. 53.46. Console's in front of us right now. No error on the left gun. Left gun system pressure is looking good. It's so cool, you know. Fire mission's confirmed, shell type's confirmed, bearing is confirmed, the ranging is confirmed, and the gun is armed. Fire and ready. And this is a new feature now. We have like a shell tracker, if you will, on the map. So if we hit escape here and go over to the map, you can see time of flight. We can hide that away. We're gonna bring this down, put this on high explosive, and we should see something like that in terms of radius for the damage. Ah, well, we accidentally affected a friendly unit, it looks like, but we did hit what looks to be like a hostile civilian riot and damaged a medical field. That's alright. Oh, and it's showing us our quarters are now available to us. Very interesting. High command! We got field reports and green lights. That's new. Okay. So we can bring our clipboard back up. And was it Alt? Nope. Shift? How do I clear stuff? Tab. There we go. And I'll just right click on stuff. And we can mark that as complete. Clear that. We can go over to our table here, and we'll just drop this off at the bottom just like that. Okay. High commands are RNS. Calibration confirmed. RNS is ready for combat. Stand by for operational orders. Quarters are located below. Retire to a bunk and stand down from night. Port Castile. And this is the field report. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Friendly hospital destroyed. Oops. Alright, well, we'll follow commands as any good operator would. We'll retire to the quarters for the night. Just click on the bed right there. Monstrous strike gun, Mercy Ward. Yeah, that might have been us. Oops. Hold enter. We got the next mission ready. Ceremony and high caliber. High caliber or high capacity. I think in the last video I was corrected. It's supposed to be high capacity, high explosive. Well, that's the new mission we selected, and I heard a ding on the teletype, so let's go ahead and head up the stairs. Oops. Seal it off. A hostile element has been identified within the city. Triangulate the target position and destroy it. High explosive only. Check adjacent typewriter for field reports. IronS H355, so we haven't moved, but we will copy that down. Spotter 1 and spotter 2. Alright. Target 1 is 088 from spotter 1 and 055 from spotter 2. And we do have all these things for like master power and whatnot. So this is like the light switch. And again, it's just showing us other things we can access within the system. We still only have one gun, which is fine. It's fine. It wants us to use high explosive only, so we can get ahead of ourselves just a little bit. We have a high explosive round selected in front of us. We'll go ahead and ram that in. And let's go to the map. So we are currently at H355, so that's no factor. We have not moved. Spotter 1 is at L825. L825, just like that. And then spotter 2 is located K299. K299. Alright. So we'll use the white pen because we just need bearings. We don't need bearing new ranges. Maybe we do. Hold on. So we can see which way we're going with this. There we go. Okay. So zoom in, take the point here. It is 055 from spotter 2. So let's draw a really long line out there. 055. And from spotter 1, 088. So kind of in a... Ooh, it's way up there. Way out there. We're going to need a lot of power charges for that. Alright, the intersection of those two marks is our target. So we'll just pop that right there, intersection there, get rid of those two lines. And then we'll calculate our bearing range and stuff like that from the Iron Nest. I would like to use armor piercing, but the game and the system in high command is telling me to use high explosive, so we don't want to destroy any field hospitals. 65.8 degrees on the azimuth and 12.93 kilometers. So we're gonna need, looks like 3 power charges. 12.93, and we can't do that just yet. And we're not too far off. That. Okay, so we need 3 power charges. 3 power charges are down with high explosive in the gun. And we need to be at 65.8. Going a little far there, it's alright. Close, 65.8. Timers confirmed, shell types confirmed, we have good bearing. And the range is good. That's our little checklist. We don't really need to do that. We can adjust this down just a little bit. Probably about there, is closer to 51. Ah, we overshot. 51.72. Fire. "20 seconds impact." It's so cool. Like, the sound design hasn't changed. It's all perfect. Looks like we have multiple round tracers out there, which makes sense for 2 guns. Alright, we got stuff from High Command. Target destroyed. Reconnaissance photos transmitted. 2 additional hostile elements have been identified in the recon photos. Destroyed both before proceeding. Vortex DA. Initial field intelligence. Oh. Target selected. 1 remaining. Continue fire mission. Target 1 destroyed. Additional requisition granted. Cool. Alright, so we're going to plop this down the table. Mark that as complete. We'll clear that. And it looks like we have 2 enemy civilian riots. So let's go ahead and use this tool right here, because we could target 1 just like that, but I'm going to go between the 2. So we're going to target right there and plot that line. It's going to be very, very similar. So take this out here. Oops. And I lost the line. So I pressed the wrong button on my mouse. Fumbling mouse clicks, not good. Or as I would say to my soldiers, do better. So right between the two, that one's looking to be at whatever this grid is, Z, probably 6'4" and 5'3". So let's go right between the two right there. And that gives us a bearing of 68.1, and we can just double check that by drawing this line again. Make sure I deleted the right one from the clipboard. 68.1 and 12.99 kilometers. Yes, indeed. Alright, move that out of the way. So we can see our targets. We'll hit escape. Oops. Tap. 68.1, 12.99, which will change. We're pretty close. We can still get away with 3 gunpowder charges. 51.96 on the elevation, so we're pretty dang close. We need high explosive. 1, 2, 3. So just like that. And the azimuth has changed slightly. We're going to 68.1. And we'll let the gun fly, so to speak. Oh, we got a steam leak there. Pressure's good. We have no counterfire threat. That's another thing I've noticed. We have gas masks. We can use. There's one there. There's one there. There's multiple around. I hope multiplayer comes to this as well. That'll be awesome. Anyways, carrying on. 51.96. And we know everything's good. So we're just gonna go ahead, arm the gun, fire. We have different gauges here. That's new, I think. Reset kill tokens. Oh. Cool. We can add our own kill tokens. Delete all map measurements, reset tokens. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. And we got good effects from the spotters. Green lights are and 2 confirmed on the map. Target 2 destroyed. Additional authorization granted. We'll check that out. Just High Command to Iron Nest. Target destroyed. Phase 1 complete. A second fire mission is now authorized. High Command order starbursts over the Royal Palace. Star Shell only. This is a non-combat operation. Procedure. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. The ground observer will mark corrections directly on impact recon photos. Adjust and repeat until High Command confirms satisfactory first position. Yell number is distance from the impact point to target yell arrows. So this is kind of giving us, you know, our sail shell stuff. Glory to Castille. Yes, oops. Wrong buttons. So these, if I can talk, these sets of missions is looking like a redo and an introduction to the game, a reintroduction of the game of the tutorial mission. So spotter, oops, we only have bearing and distance from spotter 1, from spotter 2. So spotter 1. 258 and 2.75, but not very far. 258. 5.8. So somewhere over the palace, which is probably gonna be. Oh. So palace areas like this. We got factories in here. So let's see. It's probably going to be 258 and 2.75. That probably is a better way of doing this. Actually, I'll show you that way real quick right here. So there's one way we can like spend time, trying to find 257 and the exact distance. So instead, I'm just going to do a line out to 258.0, and then we're going to use the compass to get us that line. So we're going to start from the center here, and distance, we just need 2.75. This is faster, obviously. And then we have our target marker, so we can take target 1, and I'm just going to put an intersection of these two, just like that, and then clear both off. Take the red pencil now, and we're going to have to move Slew the Gun to the north. There we go, we got a new bearing and range of 12.7 on the nose. Sticking with 3 power charges, 50.8. And we need star shells, so we don't need high explosive. We need star. Ram that. We'll go ahead and get the gun moving over to 12.7. 1, 2, 3, and we'll ram that. 12.7, and the elevation is going to be 50. So the last mission was like 51 something, so we're just going to drag this down ever so slightly. So you can see here, there's nothing we can do unless we have the clamps, if you will, around the stator clamps around the rotors. That's how we get the charge current. Alright, so we need 50.8. Just like that. Confirmed. We are at 12.7. We got a steam leak. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Arm the gun. Fire. Put that down on the table just like that. And there. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Miss off map by 5.1 kilometers because I did 12.7 degrees instead of, and now we have star shell impact. Ah! Oops. Well, how many star shells do we have left? Alright, looks like it gave us enough, which is fine. Gotta fix all these steam leaks with good pressure. Alright, let's fix that. So we only have 4.55. I read them the wrong number. I did not capture that. And we can get away with 1 powder charge, which is awesome. So that was incorrect. We'll go ahead and delete that. That's the new one. We know we're good on the elevation. We only need 1 power charge. And elevation is going to be 54. Oops. I do make mistakes, guys. I do make mistakes. But yeah, this is an awesome way to get introduced to the game and get acquainted with every system, the intricacies of it. I'm guessing that's going to be 54.6. Just confirmed. 12.7. And that's kind of what this console is for. It should tell you, the elevation of the gun, the left gun would start, what load times in there and stuff like that. The estimated flight time, so we're going to have about 21-second time of flight for the shell. 54.6, and that time of flight is actually, don't remember if that was in the game before during Nest Fest, but that does help in terms of if you, let's say for example, you have a target, you know, it's a little bit further away, or kind of like in this scenario, right? Let's say you want to hit a target first and then pause your count battery timer when you hit like the FTC center to pause the timer. You want the first round to impact and then pause the timer, if that makes sense. So that's where this timer comes into play. That's really awesome, and they always find really cool stuff to incorporate into the game. Alright, we are now correct. 12.7, 4.55 kilometers, which gives us 1 power charge. Time of flight of 21 seconds. And the guns are sanding. Yeah, that thing's moving a lot slower now, which is good. Before it's just cooking up the line. And we we missed. Oops. Alright, once we get, and put this down on the map somewhere down here, just check it off. Alright, so from here we need to go 4.3 kilometers in a generally thisward direction. Disney, don't sue me. 4.43. 4.43. I'm gonna guess about there, and that's kind of splitting the difference between the direction arrow. So we're gonna move our target marker, come on, to here. Clean up that target line, go for the red pencil, we'll get another star shell here. And our new bearing and distance is going to be 328 and 5.81. So 5.81. We need 2 power charges for this. Let's hope we get this right in the first try, because I am out of star shells, which is not good. 2 power charges are ordered. We're gonna ram the gun. And to the west we go. 323.8. Do 3.8, and we need only 34 degrees of elevation with 2 power charges. Just make sure I did that correctly. 5.81 kilometers, 5.1 kilometers. Okay, we're good. 34.868. Going the wrong way. 8.6. There we go. 3486. Start shell loaded. 323.8. Everything checked out. What? Let's hope we get this on the money, because if we don't, we are out of star shells and mission failed. Unless they give us requisition credits, which, yeah, we don't have access to the requisition machine. Alright, well, we got green light, so it looks like we completed it. The king looks pleased with that last one. Good, 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 good. High Command, Starburst position confirmed satisfactory. Fire missions complete. Stand down until further orders. Excellent, excellent. So we'll go ahead and pop that on the map right there and clean up our map. And we'll be ready for tomorrow. Maybe the spotters will move, maybe they won't. We can move all these kill markers around, which is actually kind of neat. Downstairs we go to our Can I jump off the side? Oh, I can't. Shortcut. Now I'm lost. Okay, there's our bunk. And that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm breaking it down based on the different mission types. I know we're doing this a little out of order. That was the first two missions. The third mission, which is a long one, and I already posted that a week ago, because that is the more intriguing missions to me. With that, I am super excited to get this game in my hands in the public demo version instead of just playtest version, which again, to developers, thank you so much for this playtest key. This is awesome. And yeah, I'm super excited to see where this game goes, what other things are going to add into it, the different mission types, the game modes, etc., maybe even multiplayer somewhere down the line. Yeah, as mentioned before, I'll have their social media links in the description below, along with the Steam page for Iron Nest. And yeah, I mean, get ready. It's coming. June 15th. Steam Next Fest. I don't know if it's going to be like at a price point yet. I've not heard anything about that. But we'll see. But yeah, this is awesome. I can't wait. Can't wait to get my hands on it. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm Callsign KIA. Y'all remember to fly safe.